In this tapestry of life, we are all woven from different threads. Our backgrounds, experiences, and challenges shape who we are.
On the journey to our future careers, we often encounter moments when we doubt ourselves, when we question if our unique qualities are weaknesses that hold us back.
But what if those perceived weaknesses could be our greatest strengths? What if our diversity was the key to unlocking our full potential?
Join us on this journey where we explore the transformative power of diversity and the art of turning what may seem like weakness into our most formidable strength.
Welcome to this organizational behavior workshop on the power of diversity. Turn your weaknesses into strengths.
Hello, my name is Bea and I will talk to you about diversity and its importance in the workplace.
Hola, hello, my name is Grace Woodin and I'm going to speak about diversity in the Canadian public space.
Ni hao, my name is Jia, and now I will talk about diversity in Canadian private sector.
Olá, I am Bianca. I will discuss what we as international students bring to the table in terms of diversity.
Xin my name is Sophie. I will present our team's conclusion and recommendation.
So diversity in the workplace can be defined as bringing people who are different from each other together in order to realize the strengths of those differences. So some examples of diversity in the workplace would include gender, age, ethnicity, physical ability, and neurodiversity. In short, it is about who is being represented in the workforce. But what is the point of having and noting these differences? What do companies stand to gain? It is essentially the benefit to be had by achieving diversity in how people think. It is the coming together of people from different ethnicities with different experiences and perspectives from different cities and societies, which is the key driver of innovation, which in turn results in greater profitability for a company. So we understand that the real essence of diversity is not just about having and tolerating these differences between people, but truly respecting and valuing these differences. So diversity in the workplace becomes an asset for both the business and employees in its capacity to foster innovation, creativity, and empathy in ways that homogeneous environments are seldom able to do. And research has shown that diversified firms generate 19% more income each year. Businesses that have greater representation across genders tend to have a 15% higher chance of achieving better financial returns, and those with greater ethnic and racial diversity outperform their competition by 35%. And businesses that promote diversity in all facets of their operations outperform their competitors with 1.4 times more revenue, 2.3 times greater innovative leadership in their market, and 120% higher ability to hit financial targets. This is because companies that embrace diversity have access to a greater pool of talent and are more likely to have greater employee engagement. And they also have the greater ability to solve problems and a greater likelihood to follow other best practices as well. So in the long run, you will see that in conjunction with equity and inclusion, diversity will not just boost a company's profitability, but it also leads to better employee satisfaction and the fulfillment of a company's moral and social obligations. So when we talk about diversity in the Canadian workplace, it can be argued that few other countries have placed a greater premium on diversity than Canada. This country is known throughout the world as a champion of diversity, acceptance, and compassion. And my colleagues will be presenting examples of how Canada does this in both the public and private sectors. Because as Canada's demographics continue to shift and the number of immigrants steadily increase each year, discussions about diversity in the workplace have become more prevalent and really crucial. And this is why we are having this conversation today.
The Government of Canada has many regulations to create and support an inclusive public service environment, with different cultures that foster inclusiveness. Where all public servants have a deep sense of belonging, it is vital progress over the years. The government focused on the following areas: Aboriginal peoples, women, members of visible minorities, and persons with disabilities. For example, 5 out of 31 ministers were visible minorities, and 2 others were indigenous. A cabinet ratio of 48.3% women, 60.1% minorities, and 6.5% indigenous come close to matching a Canadian population that was 50.9% women, 22.3% visible minorities, and 4.9% indigenous. The priority is to close the gaps and eliminate barriers, discrimination, and victims of harassment in the workplace that remain, ensuring the public service is truly representative of the people it serves. The Canadian Human Rights establish the principles of equal opportunity, and it prohibits discrimination in employment practice based on race, national or ethnicity, origin, color, religion, age, marital status, and family status, disability, or conviction for an offense. With the implementation of the multiculturalism policy of Canada, accessibility in the public service, the right to non-discrimination, knowledge circle for Indigenous inclusion, gender equality, retention and use of all language contribute to the multicultural heritage of Canada.
Okay, let's look at another good example in valuing diversity and including, which is RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. The company has written this value into its being. Be among the inclusive workplace and put diversity into action to help employees, clients, and communities thrive. They hold the belief from top to bottom that diversity and inclusion is an engine for innovation and economic prosperity. In the past 3 years, the number of women employees has basically remained around 50%, and the number of BIPOC has been over 39%. These numbers have really grown steadily. For example, executive representation, women only accounted for 38% in 2015, but 44% in 2021. BIPOC also from 60% to 23%. To accelerate internal diversity, the company has made certain changes in human resources policies. The ratio of newly recruited and promoted employees is tilted toward women and BIPOC. At the same time, for promoting the integration of diversity, various measures have been introduced, such as anti-racism training for employees, Speak Up for Including video to educate about unconscious bias, and establishing RBC Future Launch Scholarships for Indigenous and Black youth. It's just under the guidance of such core values that the company has developed into the most diversity company in Canada. Over 90% of employees feel proud to be a part of RBC.
As international students, you can doubt our ability to be competitive once we enter the workplace. But in reality, we have much to offer potential employees based on the diversity we bring. What specifically we international students bring with us to Canada? First, adaptability, flexibility, and resilience. These have become intrinsic to us as transplants in a new country, but these are actually also very important soft skills in a multicultural space. Second, bilingualism or multilingualism. Language skills are highly valued in an increasingly globalized workplace. 30. Still related to globalization, networking is crucial to business. The unique international network each one of us is able to bring is quite valuable and not easy to replicate. Fourth, cultural competence. As students from diversity backgrounds, we possess cultural competence, a skill that is increasingly important as companies expand their global reach. Our culture influences the way we see the world. A variety of viewpoints, along with the broad personal and professional experience of international team, can offer new perspectives that inspire colleagues to see the workplace and the world differently. To give an example of how this all comes together in the workplace. If a company does business with China, for example, having an employee who can speak Mandarin and understand the cultural traditions are an asset and can become decisive in a business relationship. As a Brazilian myself, I have been able to use my knowledge of Brazilian culture and my bilingualism in English and Portuguese to help my company connect with its international clients from that region. So, we see that a diverse range of cultures in the workplace allows companies to deal with the different nuances in a global marketplace, allowing them to boost their profitability in the long run. If you can highlight your diversity as your most formidable strength, you will be highly marketable in a highly competitive job market. Please, do share with us in the comments below your personal experience of how you have contributed unique cultural experience or skills in the workplace.
We hope that the above content will be suggestions for you, especially international students. Reflect on yourself, be more confident in your qualities, uniqueness, and will take proactive actions to guarantee your success in future career path. More than anyone else, you probably understand the difficulties and challenges of international students when pursuing education and future careers in a foreign country. Turning these challenges into strengths requires resilience, adaptability, and a proactive approach. Besides a range of activities, workshops, and classes at SAIT, here we also have several recommendations. Firstly, cultural awareness. Besides embracing your own cultural identity and share it with others, you should also embrace the opportunity to learn about and adapt to the host country's culture through attending cultural events, festivals, interacting with local students, local people inside and outside the class. Secondly, trying to leverage your English language skills. Practice whenever, wherever, and with whoever you can. Working in groups together with various classmates from different nations is also a good way to practice English. Improved language proficiencies enhance communication skills and open up more job opportunities. Next, networking. Actively engage with professors, classmates, and professionals in your field. You can join student organizations, career-oriented clubs. Networking can lead to internships, job referrals, and a strong professional support system. And the last thing is seek internships or volunteer opportunities to gain work experience and improve your resume. Practical experience in the host country demonstrate your commitment to your future career and and adaptability. And I know that there are many other ways to constantly enhance your skills, upgrade yourself, and open up more job opportunities in the future. We really want to hear from you. So if you have any experience, please share with us. Share with other international students via leaving us a comment below here. So in conclusion, by taking a proactive approach, international students can navigate the challenges of studying in a foreign country and transform this experience into strengths that set them apart in their future careers. Embracing diversity, resilience, and adaptability can be powerful assets in today's interconnected and diverse global job market.